Hello, 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 show with no namers. Can I get an amen? Now, how about a hallelujah, brothers and sisters? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ahora sí. Time for liftoff. Let's go.
8, 7,
6. Come on.
5,
4, 3, 2. You know the rest.
1, 0.
Here we go.
Ignition.
Come on.
Liftoff. Liftoff. 30 minutes.
Here we go, folks.
Get ready. Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hats.
And get ready for the ride of your life.
The show with no name time.
Where?
On Vaughn Radio.
Oh, okay.
It's the show with no name. It's the show. Let's go.
Yes. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Every day is a special day when you are with us here on the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. But today, there's a little more magic in the air because, as many of you know, today is, you guessed it, my birthday. Yeah, thank you to all of you for the birthday greetings, the birthday wishes. I've got to give you my thoughts on birthdays, though. I normally don't make a big deal out of them. You know why? Because, like, if you tell somebody, hey, man, congratulations, you passed the exam. Oh, congratulations, you got that job. Kudos, whatever. You know, you faced your fear, whatever it could be. But your birthday, you didn't really do anything. Your parents had sex. I know. TMI. Too much information. But like when people are like, oh, happy birthday, I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I know it's the tradition. But like, you know, I don't feel like I merited anything. I didn't do anything. I just popped out. Literally. All right, we've started out pretty graphic here, right? Bueno, es buen vocabulario. My mother gave birth to me. We don't say give to the light. Dar a luz. No. My mother gave birth to me 47 years ago today. So a nice round of applause for my mom. She's the one who you should congratulate. And, you know, when they ask a lot of times, they say, you know, hey, what was, what do you have to say? You know, they ask you that anytime you win a big game, anything like that. And my mom said, I feel like I just fought World War III alone. So I've always been this way, folks. And you know why, right? Because I have a big head. And I still have a big head. But I'm not big-headed. Don't mix them up. Big-headed is you think you're excellent. As I just said, I don't think I did anything to merit being born today or tomorrow or the next day. But I'm so happy to celebrate with all of you guys. So thank you again. We're going to listen to a lot of really nice, really heartfelt greetings today here on the show. And since I've got to work, we might as well have a blast. No, ya que estamos, we might as well. Apúntate esa. Lo puedes oír en una canción. Addicted to love. You might as well face it. You're addicted to love. The lights are on and you're not home. Your will is not your own. Your heart sweats. Your body aches. But the part I want you to get is might as well face it, might as well. Pues no, no, o sea, ya aquí estamos, es lo que hay, no pierdes nada. It's kind of got that implication. A ver cómo lo ponen aquí. Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. Pues ya que estás, tienes que admitirlo. Might as well. ¿Por qué no lo admites? También es al caso, right? Might as well, right? Another example too is like, hey, Alberto, we're not going to get home in time for lunch. Do you want to eat something around here? Por esta zona comemos algo? Yeah, might as well. También podría, ¿no? ¿Por qué no? So might as well face it. You have no reason to. And then might as well face it, you're addicted to love. And I always teach addicted to with hooked on, because it means the same thing. So he's addicted to pills, porque cambiamos love por pills. Might as well face it, he's addicted to pills. Well, I hope you don't have to face it. I hope if he is addicted to pills, you can get some help. But the other one that teaches us el enganchado a algo, adicto a algo, porque vemos que cambia la... Mira, listen, I'm addicted to... Y si decimos hook, ¿cómo lo decimos? I'm hooked on, or estamos usando de él, he's hooked on pills. Y fijaos cómo lo unimos. Hooked on. O sea, hooked acaba con sonido T. Lo unimos con el on. Hooked on. You know it? Are you singing it already? Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. I'm hooked on a feeling. Fíjate, no dice hooked. Pausa, on, hooked on, addicted to. So remember that. We put our prepositions together with our verbs, my amigos. But this is these little tricks, these things that we look at here on the show, not only teach you English, but help you find your way through what I would maybe call the English jungle, right? Well, think about it. I'm always telling you, we've got to look at everything in its natural habitat. So like, for example, when I tell you to give me some vocabulary in our pop quiz, what do I tell you? I tell you, I want to see it in its natural habitat. So yeah, I'm teaching you, as well as my colleagues here, we are teaching you to navigate through the English jungle and survive. All right, amigos. And speaking of our pop quiz, where we look at things in their natural habitat, let's do this. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Come on, sing along today. Quiz. Yes, yes. It's a party, not an English class. Come on, sing along. Pop quiz. You can even harmonize. Pop quiz. I'm going to add a remix. Let's go. Woo! Pop quiz. Add whatever you like. Añade lo que te guste a ti. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. ¿Te gustaría abrir puertas a nuevas oportunidades y estar listo para cualquier desafío? Con el máster de inglés del Grupo Vaughan podrás transformar tu futuro. Este programa intensivo te ayudará a dominar el inglés profesional, perfeccionar tu comunicación y ganar la confianza que necesitas para conseguir tus objetivos. Nuestros profesores Vaughan especializados te prepararán para afrontar en inglés todas las situaciones de comunicación en un entorno profesional. No dejes que el inglés sea una barrera. Invierte en tu futuro con el máster de inglés profesional del Grupo Vaughan. Llámanos al 91-133-5833 o entra en grupovaughan.com. That's right, folks. That's right. You've got masters. You've got our grupos, our Vaughan grupos. You've got one-to-one classes, and all of them are available in person, or many of you, I think, since the unmentionable thing, since then, I think people have kind of, it's grown on them, para usar un phrasal verb. Le han cogido el gustillo. At first, people didn't, I can't take an English class from my house. I got to go to a classroom to do it. And then you're like, well, where is most communication? If you're learning it for business, you're having Zoom meetings. Okay, yes, you have face-to-face meetings, but it's part of it, right? It's par for the course, como es la expresión que viene de golf. So, my amigos, today's pop quiz, we are going to take a look at something from, I think, one of the greatest materials ever. See, you can congratulate me on my books, but my birthday, I'm like, I didn't really do anything. The books, believe me, I did a lot. It's not easy to put together a book. I don't recommend anybody write books, honestly. I mean, I love that my books are loved by you, but it is a tedious, time-consuming, soul-sucking process. Soul te chupa el alma, because you live in that book. Ask my wife. Ask my wife. She's already been through 3 books with me, and it even takes its toll on the relationship. Of course, I'm locked. Because who do I see every day? Damian. If I'm right, when we wrote This Book Is the Shit, it was video. It was via Zoom. Again, it saves us a lot of time, and we were able to put that time into the book. And ask my wife who I spent more time with for that 8 months. And if you think I'm getting rich with books, I don't think so. But when I see you guys come to the book fair, or you tell me, I got all your books, like Born to Iron Man, I've got all your books in my living room on the shelf. I mean, that's the ultimate price. I mean, that is, that you can't put that in financial terms, that success of having people love what you do, learn from what you do, be inspired by what you do. That's something you can congratulate me on. But today we're going to listen to an audio excerpt from This Book Is the Milk 2, which was originally called This Book Is the Remilk. Then, because of reasons I don't even really get to this day, we had to change the name. Publishing shit, editorial shit. I don't, it's not my world, I just know, write the book, make it good. That's my thing. But we changed it. So this is a good thing if you have This Book Is the Remilk. It's a collector's item. They're not in print. I'm serious. And if you got a signature, I don't know how much my signature is worth, but hey, you have something that you cannot get even if you wanted it right now. So that is This Book Is the Remilk. Now, if you don't have that one, you can still pick it up in This Book Is the Milk 2. So let's listen to this audio excerpt from this book. Oh, wait, I can't find it. I'm looking for it here. I can't find it right here. Okay, you guys. All right. Let me just check. Oh, is it possible? Because no, I've got Essential English in here, and it's not Essential English. This is from This Book Is the Milk 2. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what we can do in the meantime. We're going to switch things up. Why? Well, today's not your average show anyway. This is a birthday show, so we're going to switch it up. And I think what we'll do now, we'll do it. We'll come back to it. I promise you guys, we will come back to our pop quiz. But we'll do right now something I do have here in my soundboard, mi mesa de mezclar, my soundboard, and that's today's Say What soundbite. Say what? Yes. No problem, folks. No problem. There's nothing we can't solve here. You say in Spanish, cosas del directo. And what do you have to do? Well, you got to wing it. The good thing is I am prepared. I am armed to the teeth with English content for you. So we'll do things a little bit out of order. We'll shake it up. Now, how many songs have we looked at already? Well, it's a birthday party. We should be singing some songs today. We did Addicted to Love. We did Hooked on a Feeling. Wow. Well, I'm sure. And we didn't even do Happy Birthday yet. But some of you, well, I'm not going to give it away. We'll get to the birthday surprises in a bit. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But I can tell you I was extremely moved. And if you see me start to tear, que me saltan unas lágrimas, I'm sorry. You could ask my wife about that too. Ya que estamos, if you're going to ask my wife about me, ask her who the first one to cry in a movie is. Me. Yeah, hey, I feel things. Oh, well, it's not a bad thing. I'm not hypersensitive. Yeah, some will say I am. All right, well, don't judge me. Not today. It's my birthday. See, I'll use that. I'll use the birthday card, como decimos en inglés. Usaré la tarjeta de es mi cumple. Also, another different thing there is in Spain, the tradition is if it's your birthday, it's your treat. Acuérdate, no decimos you invite. It's your treat. It's on you. It's your shout. Tres diferentes formas, but we don't say I invite. I'll invite you to my party and treat you to dinner. Okay? You can even say I'll buy you dinner, but my treat, guys. I'm treating everybody to dinner tonight. Okay? It's my treat. It's on me. That's the Spanish way. That's why I never tell people. On Facebook and all this, somewhere in October, it says, happy birthday. I'm like, because I don't like people. I don't know. I don't have money to treat everybody. I'll treat you well. Te trato bien, but I can't treat you all to a beer, thankfully, because there are many of you. All right, folks, the Say What soundbite. Let's see who I share mira, por primera vez en un año. Let's see who I share a birthday with. And why do I say that in the Say What soundbite? It's not famous birthdays yet. Well, if you know me, and you should know me like the back of your hand by now, probably as well as my wife, then you'll know that usually the person speaking in the Say What soundbite is also celebrating a birthday. I imagine you all caught that already. It's a birthday boy or a birthday girl. So if you want to know, if you wanted a clue for the birthday section at the end of the show, try and figure out who the Say What soundbite is. So here's your Say What soundbite for the first time.
I have to say, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to 2019 because I've acted so much and so hard. And all of these movies all year, seriously, I was yelling, I was crying, I punched, I sang, all four emotions. And people assume I'm just like the characters I played.
¿Conoces Weekend Town? La nueva iniciativa de Vaughan.
Pues no.
Es un fin de semana de inmersión en inglés. Y es nuevísimo.
A ver, cuéntame más.
Tendrás una inmersión lingüística total durante 2 días. Un total de 24 horas hablando con angloparlantes de todo el mundo.
¡Wow! ¡Qué interesante!
Ganarás confianza y soltura a la hora de comunicarte en inglés. Mejorarás tu comprensión auditiva y tus habilidades conversacionales en una situación de comunicación real en inglés. Ven a Weekend Town y te sorprenderás con todo lo que puede avanzar tu inglés en un fin de semana. Weekend Town de Vaughan. Un fin de semana de inmersión en inglés.
All right, folks. It is Weekend Town. It's Vaughn Town's little brother. And Weekend Town is definitely, if you guys have not checked it out, I mean, I think it's great. I love Vaughn Town. As I always tell you guys, that's something that I've got on my bucket list. Pendiente. Not because I need to feel more comfortable speaking English or I need more plans. Because my daughter has a very busy social life, right? And I don't need, te doy una expresión que es totally native. I need another plan like I need another hole in the head. O sea, necesito otro tal como necesito otro agujero, orificio en la cabeza. Think about it. You got your eye sockets. The sockets es como se llaman. Si no hay ojo ahí, those are your eye sockets. You've got your nostrils. You say las fosas nasales, possibly. Your nostrils, your mouth. You got your ears. How many more holes do you need in your head? So la expresión es, oh man, I need another cup of coffee like I need another hole in my head. And literally means que no lo necesito. Como no, me sobra might be a really good translation there. So, my amigos, that was your Say What soundbite. As always, give me your thoughts on it. And hopefully, after the fourth listen, well, you'll be able to give me word for word. Now, honestly, here's what I want from you guys for my birthday. I want you guys to all participate in the Say What soundbite. All right, or any section you want. But remember, participation makes the teacher very, very happy. So, folks, I think I'll give you another section where we can participate, and then we'll head off to our first commercial break. And this way, we'll look at the answer to this, and I'll prepare the pop quiz. I'll fix it in a second during the break, and we are back in business, baby. So right now, let's check out Homophones on the show with no name.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, it's homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name. Show it no name.
That's right, amigos. It's homophones only on the show with no name. Let's take a look at our words over here. The first one is a word I know you all know. Why? Well, anybody I've ever had a class with in the AM has said good, right? And let me remind you, good afternoon en inglés es a las 12 de mediodía. Las 12:01, it's afternoon. Yo sé que aquí empieza a las 2, 3, cuando terminas de comer. It's really, remember, in the United States, if you say good to somebody a las 12:30, they're like, is this guy okay? Right? It's a cultural thing, obviously, but that's why I'm telling you, right? And then afternoon and evening. What's the difference between afternoon and evening? Afternoon, you're working, usually, right? You're in school if you're a student. And evening, that's your time. That's not night. When, it's not right before you go to bed. It's that time between when you finish your duties of the day, los deberes que tienes adelante, and also when you can just kick back and relax, right? To kick back es una forma de decir relajarte. Also, a kickback is un soborno. I'm going to write that one down, folks. That's a great double trouble. In fact, I already have a double trouble prepared for you, as always, but I thought of another one. So who knows? Maybe I'll save it. I don't know which one to use because I have a reason. There's always a method to my madness, as you know, and I have a reason to use each one. So we're going to expect a lot of surprises. I'll give you the totally native way to say it. We have a lot of surprises in store. Por venir, programados, planificados. Write it down, not in the store, sino in store. All right, the first word then is mañana. No mañana tomorrow. Mañana, la mañana. No, por la mañana. The second word is a word that has to do with death, really, la muerte. Duelo, luto, you say over here. So, estaban de luto por la mañana. Would luto and mañana sound the same? Are those two words homophones? You can comment over here, and we'll take a look at your comments after this quick commercial break. I can't believe it, folks. When we come back, we'll take a look at your homophone answers. We'll do our pop quiz. We've got our spelling bee. And I think in the second part, we'll start to hear from some of you because many of you have sent me birthday greetings. So it's a really, really special show today. You know, one of those shows. And I thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. I'm not alone. I don't feel alone at all, even though I'm working today because I'm here with my amigos. All right. You know how it works. We'll be right back with much more. So stick around. And don't forget to stop by grupovon.com/cursos destacados. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to part 2 of today's show with no name here on Vaughn Radio. We're going to kick off this part of the show, taking a look at our homophones. Then we'll listen to our Say What soundbite, pop quiz, spelling bee, and we're also going to hear from many of you. We've got a lot of stuff to do here at our Show with No Name 47th birthday party. Well, the show isn't 47, you know that. My 47th birthday party here on the Show with No Name. Crack a beer. Oh, no, it's too early. Wait till 12. And then we can, well, I can. You know what? It's not even about the getting drunk thing for me. Because obviously you shouldn't do a radio show or anything really drunk. But for me too, think about that. When you're speaking and you have gas in there, even Coca-Cola, not good. Gas and speaking, carbonation, that kind of gas, they don't mix. Trust me. Unless you want me burping in your ear. So I'll have my beer after the show. But feel free, guys. Feel free to have a beer along with us today because we are celebrating. Or maybe bubbly is your thing. Bubbly is another way of saying champagne. All right, well, let's see today's homophones. I see we've got a lot of people participating here. And it seems, I don't think anybody said that they aren't homophones. I think everybody agreed that they are homophones. Well, there's just one way to solve this, to settle this once and for all. I'm just going to say the words. They were mourning. Se puede decir they were mourning or they were in mourning. Los dos te valen, by the way. Okay. They were mourning in the morning. Do they sound the same? They were mourning in the morning. Absolutely. Off to a great start. Habéis empezado con buen pie. You are off to a great start. Great. All you have to do is you got to just think if you take out the you, the word sounds exactly the same. And if you associate it, again, if you just remember that sentence, they were, porque ya sabes, o sea, a lo mejor no sabías deletrearlo, o sí, pero ya sabías decir el sonido morning, pues, porque no ya lo aplicamos a la otra palabra también, que suena igual. Es como si sabes decir night, noche, sabes decir caballero, right? So again, same kind of idea there. It's taking a sound instead of a word. You may know the word, you may not. You may not, you may know the word, but you may not know how it's pronounced. That's why this section always has that two parts to it. But you folks nailed it. My birthday has started off really well. We've got a lot of participation. All right, well, let me give you the Say What soundbite for the second time, and then we'll do our pending pop quiz.
I have to say, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to 2019 because I've acted so much and so hard. And all of these movies all year, seriously, I was yelling, I was crying, I punched, I sang, all four emotions. And people assume I'm just like the characters I played.
Hey, Damian, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
Hey, Alberto, I was planning to do some sports this week. What about playing baseball?
Ooh, baseball. I love it. But I'm not sure yet. Can we touch base next week?
Touch base. Estamos en contacto, ¿no? Hablamos en algún momento. Yeah, okay. Let's touch base. Okay, what about basketball? Do you want to play basketball?
Oh, man, I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. But I don't know if I can this weekend because I've already got plans. Oh, man, that's the way the ball bounces.
That's the way the ball bounces. Así están las cosas, ¿no? Así bota la pelota. Así bota la pelota. That's the way the ball bounces. I love that expression. Okay, what about tennis? Do you want to play tennis?
Well, I love tennis, but I'm not really a good player. If you don't mind playing with a novice, the ball's in your court, buddy.
La bola está en mi campo, ¿eh? La pelota está en mi tejado. All right. Do you want to play some soccer?
Sure, I'd love to play some soccer or football, as you call it. What time do we kick off?
Perfect. We're kicking off at 9. Are you available?
Sure, but I might have to play some golf before with some friends. It's par for the course.
It's par for the course. Es lo normal, ¿no? Es lo normalito, lo que se hace.
Mhm.
Okay, what about billiards? Do you like playing billiards?
Yeah, but right now I'm behind the 8 ball.
I'm behind the 8 ball. Estás detrás de la bola 8, como que llevas las de perder.
Yeah, wow, a lot of idiomatic expressions here.
Muy buenas expresiones. Si es que así da gusto aprender inglés con un profe como Alberto y un poquito de creatividad, tienes This Book is the Shit. El mejor libro para aprender inglés que te has echado a la cara in your life. Píllatelo, vas a disfrutar mogollón de dibujos para que lo aprendas todo fácil, con conexiones lógicas y divertidas. Es la manera más sencilla y más divertida de aprender inglés. No te la pierdas.
Damian, you're such a good sport. Te enrollas. You can pick up your copy of This Book is the Shit at
Vaughantienda.com.
It's the Shit.
That's right, folks. That is from my latest book. This book is the shit. And in our pop quiz, we're going to take a look at some audio that is from This Book is the Remilk, or This Book is the Milk too. I already explained the difference. Pay attention. And as always, I'll have a challenge or two for you.
Oh, I feel a bit dizzy, Alberto.
Oh, man. Well, you've been watching cartoons all morning. You know, TV rots your brain, dude.
I can't avoid it. I love cartoons.
I like how you said I can't avoid it, pero ¿qué sería más natural?
I can help it.
Good, como Elvis. I can help.
Sabes que yo pensaba que significaba no puedo ayudarte a enamorarte de mí.
Hombre, las canciones de Elvis te pueden ayudar a cualquiera a enamorarse, ¿no?
They can help us all. Bueno, vamos a ver un poco personajes de dibujos animados que nos pueden ayudar con el inglés.
Bueno, pero tú eres Dizzy, ¿me recuerdas a un personaje?
Pues sí, Dizzy, el de los Looney Tunes, ¿te acuerdas?
Claro, me recuerda un poco también al Tasmanian Devil, ¿no?
Sí, era
es
como
otro
su hijo.
personaje Dizzy.
Claro, es que era como el hijo del demonio de Tasmania, por eso estaba mareado porque estaba todo el rato spinning.
Spinning around.
Spinning
Y
around.
eso lo sabemos del gimnasio, el spinning.
El spinning, claro, que giras los pedales. Otras más.
Yeah.
Swift. Do you remember Swift? No, you didn't have Swift in the States, right?
We got Taylor Swift, baby.
No, but David Gnome? No, you didn't have that one.
No, David
Well,
Gnome. I know it because of your group, El Hombre Linterna.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Swift was the fox who David used to ride. So, because he was very fast, he was very swift, rápido.
Right, sure.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I love when things make sense like that. One, too, that my daughter is hooked on, está enganchada. She's hooked on it, como un gancho, un garfio, como Captain Hook, hablando de
Yeah.
personajes. Muzzy.
Muzzy. Ah, she likes Muzzy?
Dude, I don't know what kind of drugs they used or how they got inside children's minds, but my daughter is spellbound.
Yeah.
Bajo un hechizo con Muzzy, Corvax, and she's learning. She walks around the house saying, I'm clever.
I'm Corvax, I'm clever.
Y me gustan estas palabras como dizzy, muzzy, son como muy de personaje de
Muzzy
dibujo
es
animado.
como que estás borroso, ¿no? Es algo borroso.
Borroso, confuso, yeah, absolutely. But ahí no solo aprendemos de los personajes, pero usan todas las estructuras. Mi hija aprendió a contar con Corvax, ¿no? How many trees are there? Count. Hablando de Count, el conde del barrio Sésamo.
Que tenía juego de palabras, claro, era el conde porque contaba. He used to count.
But he didn't count. Well, he did. He counted everything, even Pebbles.
Pebbles, nice character. Pebbles es genial porque es la hija de los Picapiedra.
Yeah.
So, tiene sentido que la hija más pequeña de los Picapiedra sea una chinita, un guijarro. So, a pebble es una chinita en el zapato.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a pebble in my shoe. I love, you know what? You could literally, excuse what I said before. I said watching TV will rot your brain. No, it's going to teach you tons of vocabulary in English.
You only have to pay attention.
Yeah, you got to pay attention and don't be so daffy.
So daffy. Eso es como torpe.
Loco, torpe.
Can you use it in context?
He's a bit daffy. He's a bit, you know, no, it's not a good thing.
Es como bobo, ¿no? Un poco tontaina.
Well, think about this guy, Daffy Duck. He's always, what is he doing? He's making mistakes. Duck season.
Yeah.
And he points the gun at himself.
Yeah, he's very daffy, definitely. What about Gizmo? Because the gremlin was called Gizmo, but does it mean anything?
Yeah, a gizmo is like a gadget, a device, artilugio.
And you use it commonly?
Sure. What is that? Muchas veces cuando no sabemos, give me that gizmo
Give
over
me
there.
that gizmo. Dame el esto que decimos aquí. Dame el cacharro ese.
Normalmente eso es para algo electrónico. Si no es electrónico, decimos that thingamabob or thingamajiggy.
Wow, thingamabob.
Esa cosa, no, cuando tu madre dice, pásame
el este.
El lo otro, el cómo se llama.
El cacharro. Give me the, again.
Thingamajiggy.
Thingamajiggy.
Or thingamabob.
Thingamabob.
Thingamabob. Es con cosa, cosechón. It's like saying it like that, right?
Qué loca esa, muy loca.
Well, hey, it's a ridiculous word.
And do you remember Splinter from the Ninja Turtles?
Oh, do I remember Splinter? Are you kidding? Okay, I didn't have David el Gnomo, the gnome, right? But we did have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power.
Ninjas in a...
Heroes in a half shell.
Half shell, media concha.
Yeah, and we have to do is we don't pronounce the L in half. El error muy común nos dicen half. So vamos a cantarlo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power.
Turtle Power, Turtle. Qué difícil, ¿eh? Turtle, no turtle. Turtle no.
O turtle, he oído.
Wow.
Turtle.
Right. Turtle.
Difícil de decir. And one of my favorite ones we can wrap up with, scrap. Hey, wait, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy, que era como el sobrino de Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, the little annoying guy, el pequeño pesado, that was always looking for scraps, sobras.
Sobras, okay.
En dos sentidos. He was looking for scraps, a ver lo que sobra ahí de la mesa, and he always wanted to scrap pelearse.
Ok, so scrap es pelearse y las sobras. Ok, pero normalmente dices scraps o otra manera de decir sobras.
Yeah, the scraps are what
the
you give to the
leftovers?
dog. The leftovers are what you put in the fridge.
Ah, ok.
So,
ok.
so guys, watch more cartoons. Scooby-Dooby-Doo,
Where are you? We got some work to do now.
Yeah, come on. That's This Book is the Milk too. Comes with audio like all our materials over at vontienda.com. Stop by and pick up your material for self-study today. All right, let's see. Here's your pop quiz challenge number 1. And this is a double trouble. I'm just telling you already. All right. And this one, normally I let you kind of freestyle here, and I will on the second and third one. But the first one, I'm asking you for something really specific today. And I'll tell you why. Because it's a double trouble. So I have 3 double troubles today. And I'm going to give you at least 2. Maybe one of them I'll save for a rainy day, como decimos. Para otro día. All right, the first one is, no puedo evitar darte otra porción o ración de pasta. Okay, o vamos a decir de arroz. Porque pasta can be dough, can be bread. Pasta, you can even say. So let's say otra ración, otra porción de arroz. Okay? So no puedo evitar darte o servir. You can use. Okay? Otra porción o ración de arroz. Okay? That's number 1. It's a double trouble. All right? Tenemos que usar la misma palabra 2 veces. That's why it was so specific. Because normally I like to let you use your creativity and come up with your own sentences, naturally. All right. The second one is, we looked at the word mareado. Can you give me a synonym for it? Damián said dizzy. Y cuidado, no es dizzy, es sonido Z. Dizzy. Zzz, dizzy. So I want a synonym, and obviously use it in context, for dizzy. Mareado. All right? And the last one is a word that Damián seemed to like a lot. And it's, bueno, no te lo voy a decir porque puedes darme una de las que hemos usado o otra forma de decir cosa, chisme, vaina. Right? ¿Qué es esa vaina? ¿Qué es ese chisme? I know vaina is more Latinoamericano, if I'm not mistaken. But you get it. Esa cosita, ese chisme. ¿Qué es ese? When you can't remember something, right? You can't remember the name of it. They're funny words. You heard them if you were listening to the audio, if you were paying attention. So, number 1, no puedo evitar darte otra porción o una porción de arroz. Es un double trouble. Number 2, give me a synonym for mareado, for dizzy in English. Dizzy. And the last one, use in context the word chisme, vaina, cosa in English. All right, those are your challenges in today's pop quiz. Now, I think it's time to hear from some show with no-namers. Let's kick off with a model student, a student who is constantly participating, and she knows how proud I am of her, and I'm sure you're all very proud of her as well. And that is Chris Valrol.
Morning, Shadownamers! Let's party! I'm spreading the news.
Sing it, girl.
Your birthday's today.
Uh-huh.
I want to be a part of it.
You are.
Happy birthday. These candles on cake
Ooh.
are melting away.
Don't let the candles melt.
You have to think and make a wish Happy birthday! I want for you a big party, a really blast. And for your king of the hill, top of the hill. Happy birthday, Alberto. I'm sure this is going to be a wonderful day.
Wow. Now, I'm tearing up. Tengo lágrimas en los ojos. It's very special. I know, Chris, that did not take you 5 minutes. I know that you put a lot of time and a lot of effort into that, and you sang beautifully in another language that isn't your own. And really, that's probably, I'm going to say this, and I mean this, one of the most creative birthday greetings I have ever gotten in my 47 years. What can I say? What can I say? Right now, you just left me speechless. Wow. Now, Chris, os enseño una expresión. Chris is a hard act to follow. Nadie quiere seguirle a ella because lo petó. She did a wonderful job. No, but each of you, what I want you to do, even in our question of the week every week, is put your personality into it. Nobody wants to talk to a robot. So no matter, even if you make 10 mistakes or if you make 1 mistake or 0 mistakes, make sure your personality's in it, because that's what makes you special. That's what makes us like you, Chris, and that's what makes us like you, Laura, and that's what, all of you. You're great people, and that's got to come through. And if there's nothing, if I haven't taught you anything, it's that. But how does your personality come through? When you're not thinking about the language too much. You're pretty confident about it. So that's the key. You have to be really confident in the language so that you could be yourself. I know, easier said than done. Entre el dicho y el hecho hay un trecho. We say easier said than done. Chris, you outdid yourself. Te pasaste en el buen sentido. Wow. Amazing. All right, let's see who's up next. We've got lovely Laura.
Hey Alberto, it's Laura. Happy birthday, tanti auguri. You may not have Italian citizenship, but you have Italian blood. So here it goes. Tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri caro Alberto, tanti auguri a te. Yay! Sorry, I can't sing, but I wanted to wish you a happy birthday Italian style. I hope you have a wonderful day and you are pampered by your family and friends. Also, I wanted to read you a poem that I have adapted for you. Here it goes. Once upon a time, in a classroom on YouTube, there was a teacher, an amazing dude. With a smile on his face and a cap on his head, he taught us English with a common thread. Stories and numbers, letters and art, he sparked our interest right from the start. With energy and kindness, he guided our way, making us learn English every single day. He showed us the world, both near and far, opening our minds like a rock star. His words were like magic, making us believe that practice makes perfect, and it does indeed. So here's to our teacher, so smart and so fun, who's even brighter than our bright sun. There's a method to his madness, and as he would say, stick around if you want to learn and play. Tanti auguri ancora, happy birthday, un bacio, ciao!
Wow. I said it's hard to top Chris Valrol, and then Laura came and gave us adapted poetry. Ladies, those are two of the most thoughtful, que te lo has pensado, que lo has puesto el detalle ahí. I can feel the TLC, the tender, loving care, that special ingredient that makes everything better, right? That special ingredient that your grandma used to put in the chicken soup, that extra pizzazz that I try and put into the program so it's not your average English class. And then when I see that you guys get that I'm mad, loco, but there is a method to my madness and there's a reason I'm doing it like this, that is, as I said, am I going to tear up the whole freaking show here? It seems that way. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting really, really choked up. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to take a look at our pop quiz answers, but we gotta make the most of our time here. I think what I'll do is I'll give you today's double trouble. We'll go to a commercial break, and this way, well, we can gain some time. All right, folks, here it is. Double trouble, and I still haven't decided which one to give you.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble.
That's right, amigos. It's Double Trouble, only on the Show with No Name. And I decided, well, you know what? You're going to get all the double troubles anyway. So the one that I'm going to leave out, omitir, I'll save for another day. And we're going to look at one in a moment when we come back in our pop quiz. So you're getting 2 double troubles today, no matter what. But I changed the double trouble at the last minute because I had an idea. All right, vamos a hacer un fiestón. Hey, you see how this is appropriate? The other one was appropriate too, but as I said, there's a method to my madness, and you'll see it later. You already see it, but you'll see why later in the show. But this one's obvious. This one, well, fiestón, right? Gran fiesta, festín, atracón, puede ser también, okay? So, vamos a hacer un fiestón, un atracón, un festín. Ahora, sopla las velas. Las llamas de las velas, evidentemente. Hey, Chris Valrol, if you listen to her song, she said something about those candles. Were you paying attention? So, vamos a hacer un fiestón, un festín. Nos vamos a poner las botas, la vamos a liar. Ahora, sopla las velas. That is today's Double Trouble, our birthday Double Trouble. And we're going to hear from many more students. We've also got our Say What soundbite coming up for the 3rd time. We've got movies, music. We're going to check your pop quiz answers as well. Wow, lots of stuff to do, so stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to our birthday bash. Eso es otra forma de decir fiestón. But that's not the one I'm looking for. Bueno, se podría decir también, mira, te voy a dar más double troubles. Don't bash my birthday bash. No critiques mi fiestón de cumpleaños. So see, in the end, you're getting a couple extra double troubles today. Hey, we're doing the Spanish way. Os invito. Yeah, in the States, everybody treats you. There's just one problem there. You can't say no. See? So everything's got its pros and cons. Because they're like, another shot, Alberto, otro chupito. You're like, no. They're like, I'm paying. Don't care what you say. And you're like, come on. Oh, man. Well, either way, they make you feel special. The one like, we're your friends. We came here to see you. Now buy us some drinks. And the other one, we're going to get you drunk, and we don't care what you think. So, well, all right, amigos. I hope you're enjoying our birthday bash over here. We're going to listen to our Say What soundbite now for the 3rd time. Then we'll check the double trouble. We've got pop quiz. and we'll hear from some more students as well. Now, it's going to be hard to top the ladies. To top, conoces la palabra top, ¿no? Top se pronuncia. Es mejorar. But this isn't, again, it's not about that. It's about teaching you another way to say mejorar. All right, so let's listen to our Say What soundbite, amigos. Everybody pay close attention. Here it is for the third time.
I have to say, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to 2019 because I've acted so much and so hard. And all of these movies all year, seriously, I was yelling, I was crying, I punched, I sang, all four emotions. And people assume I'm just like the characters I played.
¿Quieres estar al tanto de todas nuestras promociones en la Vaughan Esfera? Well, now you can be in the loop. Puedes estar al tanto. Puedes enterarte de ofertas, novedades y eventos. Y mucho más. Puedes encontrar todo eso en grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. Eso es, en grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. Ahí tendrás toda la información de última hora. Guárdalo como favorito. grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. And stay in the loop.
That's right, my friends. Just go to grupovon.com/cursos destacados, and you can find out about all our special deals. We still have some deals going on from Black Friday as well. Well, they're starting to come out. I don't know if they've made them public yet, but Black Friday, you know me, I celebrate Thanksgiving. In fact, this year I have a plan because it's weird on Thanksgiving. Usually since it's a Thursday, always it's the last Thursday in November. Well, it's a school night. No, hay que ir al trabajo, al cole, no solo cole, pero decimos it's a school night. So you don't want to go crazy, not even forget about alcohol. I mean, just overeating because then you don't sleep well. Guys, tenemos ya edad para pasarnos tres pueblos con cualquier cosa. But so I found a really cool place where they make an American menu. And the woman lived in San Diego for 2 years. And the most important part, it's not too far from home, so we can go have dinner and be back at home at a godly hour. A una hora normal. All right, let's take a look at our Double Trouble. I've got a lot of folks participating today. Wow. This really is a bash. This really is a blowout. Yes, a blowout. Un festín. Una gran fiesta. Un fiestón. A blowout. That's right. And it's got more meanings. So let's start with the translation. And then what I'll do is give you more meanings, okay? So the correct answer was, as many of you got, we're gonna have a blowout. Now we don't say we don't say to make a party or do a party. We say to have or to throw. Okay, a party. So I said have. We're gonna have a blowout. Now, blow out the candles. Sopla las velas. All right, that was a hard one. La otra que tenía era más fácil, ¿eh? Te lo digo. Okay, but you'll see it in the future. I'll recycle it. So we are gonna have a blowout. Un fiestón. Now, blow out the candles, right? We don't say blow the candles. It's blow out. Why? De hecho, evitaría decir blow a secas y menos si hablamos de personas porque estamos hablando de fellatio, right? So Monica Lewinsky blew, es pasado, Bill Clinton. Tengo que decir más. Okay, clear? All right. So, ese out es muy, muy importante, okay? You don't blow the candles. That's, maybe it's a fetish. I don't know. Wax fetish. I don't know. So we're going to have a blowout. The only problem is I had a blowout. Un pinchazo. A blow. We can call it a flat tire or a blowout. A flat tire or a blowout is when te explota una llanta, right? So un neumático, you call it. So un pinchazo makes sense, right? It blows out, right? So atracón, festín. I'll give you the different examples in their natural habitat. My friends and I had a blowout on pizza and ice cream. Ooh, that's going to hurt the next day. The next one, pinchazo. I was driving along the road when I had a blowout. I must have run over something. Pues quizá debería, quizá atropellé algo. The next one too, liquidación. When we talk about sales. Oh, did you hear? The record store is having a blowout. Liquidación, que vende muchas cosas. Un festín. Toma, coge todo a buen precio, okay? And also, if you go to the hairdressers, ladies, I don't have enough hair to do this. Maybe you might get a blowout when they blow dry your hair. A blowout es que te lo sequen ellos. So, wow, this could have been more than a quadruple trouble, but it was a double trouble. We're going to have a blowout. Now, blow out the candles. Great job, everyone. Also, our pop quiz. Let's check our pop quiz as well. The first one was, I can't help giving you a second helping of rice. Did you get it? Yes, you did. So you've gotten three double troubles already, and one that could have been a triple or a quadruple trouble. So I can't help serving you another helping of rice. No puedo evitar más el gerundio. So I can't help it. Piensa en Elvis. I can't help falling in love with you. Pues I can't help. ING, tiene que ir el gerundio. Si va con Elvis, pues va con los demás también. So I can't help serving you another helping of rice. Great job, everybody. You can say a helping or a serving. También tiene sentido. A helping or a serving. Also, we've gotten a lot of different synonyms for the word dizzy. We can say lightheaded. If you're lightheaded, whoa, I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Piénsalo, la cabeza es ligera, como parece, no, estás mareado. It makes sense. I think I should have something to eat. I'm feeling a bit lightheaded. Now, remember, si estás mareado por estar en el avión, you're air sick. You're suffering from air sickness. Padeces de enfermedad del aire. Okay? If it happens on a car, in a car, then you've gotten car sick. El mareo que viene de estar en un coche. ¿Y el de un barco? Boat sick? No. Sería lógico, pero no. Seasick. Oh, he always gets seasick. Y la medicina que tomamos nosotros es Dramamine. O sea, cuando hablas de ir en barco, we talk about Dramamine because you don't want to get seasick. So I was lightheaded. Faint is another way to say it too. Y eso tiene mucho sentido porque to faint es desmayarse. I was feeling faint, and at that point, well, I fainted. Okay, es un verbo regular. Okay, disorientated se dice también. Se dice at sea, estás en el mar, piénsalo. He's at sea, right? Groggy, esa te la sabes. Punch drunk, borracho de puñetazos. O sea, te han dado, piensa del boxeo, te han dado tantos puñetazos que estás como mareado, right? So, very cool. A lot of you got that. Wonderful job. And the last one is the word thingamabob or thingamajig. Thingamabob or thingamajig or thingamajiggy. You got three options there. Give me that thingamabob. A ver, vamos a mirar sinónimos. Thing, so it's thing, ma, jig o bob. Thingama, todo junto. Okay, cosa, chisme, thingamajig, thingamabob, synonyms. No me dan. Thanks a lot. In Spanish, in context. No quiero en español. What? Oh, también otra, claro. Whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit? De hecho, hay una barra de chocolate que se llama whatchamacallit. ¿Cómo se llama? Piensa, what do you call it? Whatchamacallit. So, todos tienen el ama ahí dentro, right? Thingamabob, thingamajiggy, whatchamacallit. So there you go. 3 different ways to say esos chismes. Great job. All right. And now we have the pleasure of hearing from Anix.
Hey, yeah, Anix here. Alberto, you're a very important person for me. You're my daily dose of good vibes, happiness, peace, and English, of course. And here's my special message for you. Just let me read it because I didn't want to miss a thing. Happy birthday to a truly legendary teacher. Here's to the master of spelling bees, the guru of corny jokes, and the sultan of double trouble. May your year be as epic as a classic novel, filled with plot twists of joy, pages of laughter, and chapters of adventure. May all your commas be in place and your grammar forever impeccable. Thanks for being such an incredible guide, teacher, and person. Enjoy your special day. Happy birthday again. Bye bye.
Wow. Again, very thoughtful. And Anix, she took the time, I know, because she sent me the text as well, so I could read it, and listen to it as well. And wow, really, guys, you really took a lot of time, and I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Es importante para mí. It means a lot to me that you guys would take time out of your busy lives and put together poetry, songs, or just written things, beautiful things. Again, I'm just feeling totally over the moon. I'm on cloud 9. I've got to say, it's a really special birthday, and that's thanks to you, all of you who sent me your voice messages. Let's see who else is going to send us a birthday shout out today. All right, we've got Carmen in Canarias, and Carmen is just a wonderful person. And I'm so glad, not that she's my student, but I'm so glad that she's my friend, and that even though she lives in Canarias, we have met in person, and she's just wonderful. Here she is, Carmen. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to sip Bacardi. Find me in the club, bottle full of bub.
Hi, Alberto. I'm here to wish you sincerely a whale of time on your birthday. I also wish you, from the bottom of my heart, that you celebrate this special day with health and love with your loved ones. And I also want to let you know this piece of advice to keep in mind. You are not as old as you'll be next year. And remember, age is just a number, but wrinkles are real estate of wisdom. Alberto, do you know what goes up and never comes down? Your age. Remember, you are not old. You are just, really, really experienced. Happy birthday, Alberto.
Wow, Carmen, you made me laugh. See, again, all 4 of the audios we've heard so far, aside from the birthday messages, aside from the kind words, I think you'll all agree with me, everybody listening right now, all 4 of them jumped off the page, resaltaron. Their personalities came out when they were speaking. And again, if that's my number one wish for you, that everybody, when you're speaking English or Spanish, sees that they're talking to somebody who's really cool, really special. And the fact that you can, I remember when I was a kid, it was impossible for me to be Alberto with my friends in Spain. It was impossible. Why? I was too slow. I couldn't keep up with the conversation. So if I had a joke to tell, I was always like 5 minutes late, late to the party, como se dice. Es la expresión, yeah. I was always late to the party. And they'd be like, tío, estamos hablando de eso de 5 minutos, pero es lo que he tardado en decir algo inteligente acerca de eso. And, I couldn't defend myself. Someone would be like, Alberto, tú eres, and I'm like, I could just say que te den, but I prefer to be able to defend myself and let them know why Alberto is Alberto. And that's not easy. I'm telling you, as somebody who has learned Spanish since I was a kid, it wasn't until I was probably like in my teen years. And really, when I started living in Spain is when it really came out, when I started living here and I started feeling comfortable expressing myself, sharing my opinion, making a joke. And half of my jokes fall flat. But I'm not going to stop. Oh, I'm not going to stop telling jokes. You got to be out of your mind. You've got to be joking. All right. Excellent job, Carmen. Let's hear from Cristina, who's in Chicago. She always participates, and she is our student, our correspondent in the USA.
Christina from Chicago, let's go, Alberto, for your birthday. The show with no name, bam, bam,
Woo!
bam, best show of the rest.
Woo-hoo!
Better than anyone, anyone I ever heard. I'm stuck on your program. Even though the far I am, tear us apart, yeah, Alberto. I would rather be dead. That's all. Happy birthday to a dude who isn't showing his age or acting it either. Love you, Alberto. You're like my family. I've been with you for almost 18 years. And as I told you, you're part of my family. So I have to do it. I have to. So happy birthday. Love you.
Wow. What can I say? All of you. I can't even say this one's the best. I mean, again, it's not about who's the best, but each and every one of you are really, really touching me right now. And I expected to get emotional. I expected to get a little bit choked up. No, that expression is to get choked up. But you guys are killing me today. I'm going to, if you're watching the video right now, my eyes are tearing up. Even my voice is cracking a little bit. And what can I say? Cristina, 18 years. You've known me longer than my wife. Okay. And I don't mean that in any indecent proposal. I mean, I've been a part of your family longer than, I've been a part of my own family. You want me to be honest with you? I left home when I was 17. 17 años viviendo con mis padres. So 18 years living in your home, that's longer. You win. Wow. Chris, I've lived with you longer than my mom and dad. That's incredible. And not just you, your amazing husband, who I had the pleasure of meeting, and your beautiful, beautiful kids who are having such an amazing honor of growing up in a foreign country. And the USA, not like some third world country, a country where they can kind of do anything as long as they, they know what they want to do. The path is there. Está el camino. And that's great. So what you've done, Cristina, for your family, empowering them with English and going over to the United States, I applaud you. I applaud you because you left your comfort zone and it was worth it, wasn't it? All right. Well, what a wonderful example of an amazing student and person. And another one who is on that list of amazing people is Elena.
You would cry too if it happened to you.
Well, I hope you don't cry, Alberto, but if you do, let it be out of joy. Well, I guess we are no spring chickens anymore. Seriously, I just want to wish you a great day. Hope you have a whale of a time with your family and friends. Needless to say that we're so grateful for all these years of non-stop dedication and hard work. We've all made progress by leaps and bounds, and all thanks to you. So happy birthday. All the best. From Elena.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if your friends were so sweet. Bueno, he cambiado la letra like you guys are doing. So it's the real lyric says, "You would cry too if it happened to you." But I said, "You would cry too if your friends were so sweet." Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I forgot to, all of you. I mean, I could just do rapid fire, 100 leaps and bounds, ¿no? Mejorando con mucha velocidad, haciendo mucho progreso. Just the vocabulary that all of you, not just Elena's the one who reminded me, like, wait, I'm missing a lot of totally natives today, because not only are you guys using great language, but you sound comfortable. I mean, if it's hard to speak in another language, well, what about singing? Don't people get embarrassed to sing in their own language? I mean, think about it. So what you are doing today is breaking down a barrier and saying, I have no shame. And I don't mean it in the bad way. Eres un sinvergüenza. Like my grandma used to say to me, mi abuela, eres un sinvergüenza. And you know what I always said? A mí nunca me ha servido la vergüenza para nada. And she was like, what? Kind of, that's why you've always, gotten your way. Has salido con la tuya. Well, that's the way it works. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Wow. I am totally choked up here on my birthday. I would love to have a cake here to celebrate with you all. But as I said, I can't really eat and do a radio show. Like, I don't eat anywhere near when I do the show or drink any carbonated substances. Anything like, obviously not beer, but Coca-Cola, Sprite, or anything like that. Any soft drinks, como lo llamamos. No, they don't mix. You can ask anybody. Ask them, Kyle, do you have a Coke? I think actually Kyle does. I think Kyle has a Coke before his show, or he used to. I don't know if he still does. Remember, you can catch Kyle Miller every day, including today on Drive Time. You've also got in the afternoons, you've got Chris Frank and his program, Frankly Speaking, and a lot of really good shows. Dave Boys, the afternoons here on Vaughn Radio. Afternoon slap. ¿Ves? Tengo gases y no he tomado nada menos agua. So, I mean, our afternoon evenings are just designed. I mean, I think it's done on purpose to get you guys laughing and to get you through those long afternoons, those ones that just drag on. La palabra drag es arrastrar. Bueno, si no sé la palabra, lo puedo buscar, pero también un sonido me vale. And to drag on means to seem like it never ends. Something that never happens here on the show with no name. In fact, we've got to go to a quick commercial break right now. Wow, time flies. It doesn't drag on. Y esa palabra drag, lo acabo de apuntar. Why? It's a great double trouble. It's got a lot of different uses. Una calada de un cigarro. Take a drag. This is a drag. This is boring. Bueno, esas hasta están unidas. Something that is a drag drags on. Wow. All right, folks, you know how this works. When we come back, we've got our Say What soundbite for the fourth and final time. We're going to hear from more Show with No Namers. We've got Name That Movie. We've got famous birthdays and so much more. So stick around. Hey, amigos. Welcome back. I just got some tissues. Unos Kleenex. Hey, it's your fault. No, it's my fault. I told you to send in birthday greetings. I just didn't know how heartfelt they were going to be. How amazing you would all sound. Although I do know that from our question of the week. A lot of you practice your speaking every week, and I'm so proud of you. And the ones who do, you can tell, se nota. I can tell the students who participate every week because they've got that extra confidence you need. Even in your own language, you need that confidence, right? And where does it come from? Knowing your shit. Sabiendo de lo que hablas. And how does that happen? Studying, practicing what you're doing, right? So eventually, things come out. As I told you, a lot of times I didn't know the right thing to say. I walked around saying estoy caliente for 15 years en vez de tengo calor. See? Nobody told me. They just laughed and chuckled. Este chaval. Oh my God. You could have brought it to my attention. Not you guys, my friends when I was younger. Estoy caliente. I'm sure I said it to some friends' moms and they took it the wrong way. Es que la madre de José me está volviendo loco, loco. Loco is this program. This program will drive you crazy. Remember, we don't say so much make you crazy, sino drive you crazy. But you know what? If you listen to this program, you will have a lot of drive. Otro double trouble hoy. So this program will drive you crazy, but you'll have a lot of drive by the end of each show. All right, well, let's listen to our Say What soundbite for the fourth time. And that double trouble, consider it a clue for the Say What soundbite. What? You said it. There's a method to my madness. Here's your Say What soundbite for the fourth time.
I have to say, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to 2019 because I've acted so much and so hard. And all of these movies all year, seriously, I was yelling, I was crying, I punched, I sang, all four emotions. And people assume I'm just like the characters I played.
¿Qué tiene que ver la Universidad de Oxford con Vaughan? Pues muchísimo. Es una alegría anunciar que Vaughan ha sido certificado como centro examinador de Oxford Test of English. A partir del próximo mes de marzo 2023, podrás hacer los exámenes de Oxford Test of English en los centros de Vaughan. Si quieres más información sobre esta iniciativa de Vaughan y Oxford, puedes ver más en nuestra página web, grupovaughan.com. O bien síguenos en redes sociales para más información. Oxford Test of English con Vaughan.
Brilliant!
More information about the Oxford Test of English or any of our amazing initiatives, just go to grupovon.com/cursos destacados. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from the first guy, el primer chico que ha participado, because up to now it's been Chris Valrol, Laura, Anix, Carmen, Cristina Chicago, and Elena. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Leo.
Hello, Alberto. This is Leo. I just want to say that you are still simply the best, the one and only. To me, saying learning English and Alberto Alonso are saying the same thing. So a massive thank you for all these years of teaching. I want you to know that listening to and reading your programs and books have been very, very important to me. My best wishes, friend, Happy birthday. And Alberto, make teaching English great again. Big shout out for you guys for your happy birthday, Alberto.
Make teaching English great again. Now, did you notice this? First, Leo, that was awesome. Thank you so much. I expected nothing less. And the fact that my books, it's exactly what I was saying before. The fact that my books have taught you, inspired you, that for me is the greatest birthday present ever. And the fact that they're inspiring your son as well, that to me is awesome. When Born to Iron Man, same thing. He says, oh yeah, my family, we read your books together. That, I mean, honestly, that's the greatest news ever because I wanted people to learn and love the books. But if it's bringing people together, families together, well, then let's make English teaching great again, as Leo said. One thing you've all done, I don't know if you've noticed it. If you're watching the video, you can see this. But one thing that you have all done is made me react. I have laughed. I've smiled. I've chuckled. I've rolled my eyes. I've had a lot of different reactions, which means you guys are doing great. I'm not just like listening, like, okay, great. Like I'm literally listening and you're provoking a reaction in me. And that is awesome. That means you were funny. That means you did a good job. That means you said something and you really said it with sincerity. So, wow, I didn't expect, I expected it to be a special show, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to be all choked up, emocionadísimo in the first 5 minutes of the show. But again, I was asking for it. Decimos en inglés. You were asking for it, Alberto. Te lo estabas buscando. We don't say you were looking for it, tanto como porque es frase hecha. You're asking for it, ¿no? Cuando tu madre o tu padre te decía, Alberto, you're asking for it. Lo estás pidiendo. Piénsalo, pedir a gritos. No, lo estás pidiendo, amigo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're asking for some more Show with No Namers, so let's hear Marisol.
Hi, it's Marisol. I really wish you a striking birthday full of nice thoughts and events in companion of your family and people you love. Plus, I hope individuals surprise you to do something positive on a spur of the moment. Those are the best plans. Happy birthday to you. Greetings and bye.
Wow. Spur of the moment. Buenísima expresión. Bueno, todos, como te digo, not only are you guys expressing yourselves sincerely, clearly, but also you are using some awesome, totally native language. And that is not lost on me as your teacher. Wow. The only thing is, if I had to give you totally natives today, I'd have to give you like 800 of them in the show so far today. So, wow, very beautiful. What a lovely voice, Marisol. And it's crazy. All of you know how to speak English and Spanish, obviously, and Laura, Italian. Some of you speak other languages too. But you also know how to sing? Let me ask you this. Is there anything you can't do? Wow, impressive, folks. Marisol, thank you so much. I could tell that was from the bottom of your heart. All right, and next up, we've got somebody who is one of Fitz's students. I've known him for many, many years, and he's been nothing but kind to me and nice and, say, Alberto, I love your class. He's just, always had a kind word for me, and I think he's a wonderful person, even though I don't know him very well. It's Paco DJ.
Hi, Alberto. Many happy returns. As you know, I appreciate you as a man and as a teacher. And I'm very happy seeing how to turn years. And I wish I could see it a lot of times and share with you some blast and at parties and listening to your programs. See you soon. Take care.
Paco, what can I say? Pac DJ. I think we've known each other maybe for 10 years, maybe longer, Pac DJ. And he is another example of an amazing student, a student who goes the extra mile. Hace más de lo que se espera de él. He goes the extra mile every single time. Just ask Fitz. because you can hear Paco on Fitz's program, No Excuses, right before this program. And Paco, you can tell that Fitz is your teacher. Se nota el efecto Fitz. All right, all right. Well, we've got 2 more students to hear from. And again, all of you who wrote me messages today on social media, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, right now, I just checked my phone and it's flooded, inundado, decimos lo mismo, with messages. So it's a lot of love coming my way today, more than my little heart can handle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from Turani.
Hi there, Alberto. This is Turani speaking. I wish you a very happy birthday. I hope these congratulations are brightening up your day and you are on cloud 9. Imagine that your whole English community is celebrating your birthday with sparkles and fireworks. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you for bringing your magic to the table. Y os acordáis, vimos esta expresión hace poco, to bring something, cuando estábamos mirando business expressions. What do you bring to the table? ¿Qué aportas? Right? Es aportar. ¿Qué traes a la mesa? And Turani, you always bring great things to the table. We miss you. We know you can't be here with us live every day. And she says she tries not to miss an episode of the show. So again, a nice round of applause, not just for you who are here every day, because you guys are the backbone, la espina. You're the ones who represent the other students, but also the students who can't tune in live and would love to. And I'm talking about the ones who listen to us later or watch the video later on YouTube or listen on the Vaughn Radio app. Again, no matter how you consume the show with No Name, I thank you. Turani, we miss you, but we know you're here with us. Like all of those silent students who can't participate, but they are when it's their turn, when they listen later on in the day. All right, and last but not least, someone who has never participated on the show. So this is a newbie, un novato, no digo con el inglés, sino con participar en el show en audio. Let's give it up for Alfonso.
Hey, Alberto. This is Alfonso from Ruby. Wishing you many happy returns of the day. I'm very hooked on your podcasts. You are the best English podcaster ever. Enjoy your day.
Hooked on, addicted to. Lo estamos viendo a tutiplén. Wow, thank you. Wow, I got to do a good job then. The best podcaster. Wow, whoa. I'm honored. That's a big responsibility. And what can I say except thank you for making my day, folks. Thank you so much for making my day today. And you know what? You make my day every day, really. Just seeing you participate, seeing you learn, seeing you get it, that is a teacher's hallelujah moment. You know? You make me say hallelujah a lot of different times in the day. So thank you for your passion. Thank you for your drive, tu motivación, and wow. And for all the thoughtful detallista, all the thoughtful birthday greetings. And I'll tell you what, I said I wasn't going to treat today because, well, I'm short on cash. But I'll tell you what, I'll treat you to the movies. Name that movie. Yes. Oh, I remember one year I celebrated my birthday. No, I never did. Now that I think about it, I've never had a movie birthday. I had a skater rink birthday. No, una pista de patinaje. But I'll tell you what, one of my earliest memories, one of them, because I was thinking, ¿qué película era? No. One of my, I was mixing up my birthday with Kyle Sargent's birthday. Kyle, I'll never forget it. You changed my life. Your mom, his mom planned the party, not him. We were 5 or 6 years old. I was 7 years old. And it was the first time, I actually remembered going to the movies. Because, when you go to the movies and, see Bambi with your aunt, or you go see Popeye, you don't really remember it too much. But this was the first time I really remembered going to the movies. And it's thanks to Kyle Sargent's birthday. And you want to know what movie we saw? The Goonies. Can you believe that? That's how old I am. So movies have always been a part of our lives, and even in the United States, our birthday parties. Let's see if you recognize today's movie. Maggie's and Sam's former partners are in love. Formers anterior. So Maggie's and Sam's former partners are in love. Están enamorados. She wants revenge, and he wants his lost love back. Él quiere que le devuelvan su amor perdido. Ella quiere venganza, revenge. So they work together to break up or to split up, si queremos otra forma de decirlo, the happy couple, la pareja feliz. All right, so Maggie and Sam's former partners, o sea, como son esos posesivos, son los parejas de Maggie and Sam. So Maggie's and Sam's former partners are in love. Okay, se enamoran de otra persona. She wants revenge, Maggie, and he wants his lost love back, because she's like, I'm not going back with him. But he's like, this was the one. So they work together to break up the happy couple. The movie is called, you're not going to believe it, Addicted to Love.
Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. The lights are on. You're not whore.
Addicted to Love. It's a movie starring Matthew Broderick, Kelly Preston, and the one and only Meg Ryan. Oh, I used to love Meg Ryan. I didn't watch her movies too much because they were more like rom-coms, but I remember having a crush on Meg Ryan. Young Alberto loved Meg Ryan. And I'm sure, knowing these Hollywood people, she probably still looks good today. So yes, it's called Addicted to Love. And the tagline is a comedy about lost loves and last laughs. ¿Lo pillas? It's a comedy about lost loves, amores perdidos, and last laughs. El que se ríe último se ríe, right? He who laughs last laughs the hardest. O sea, es venganza. El que se ríe al final es el ganador. Que esto no acaba aquí, right? That kind of idea behind it. The movie's called Addicted to Love. The lights are on. And Madonna was going to play the lead role, but she was unavailable. Too busy. Her schedule was too busy. And Johnny Depp was the first choice to play Sam instead of Matthew Broderick. So let's take a look at the scene. Sam says, Anton, can I ask you something? ¿Te puedo preguntar algo? And Anton says, sure you can. Claro que puedes. And Sam says, do you ever get homesick? Hey, we talked about seasick. We talked about air sick, car sick. Well, homesick es que tienes morriña, que yo antes lo llamaba moriño. Morriña, when you miss home, right? Do you ever get homesick? ¿Echas en falta tu casa? I mean, do you ever want to go back to France? Tu casa, tu país puede ser también, ¿no? Engloba todo. Do you ever want to go back to France? ¿Algún momento quieres volver a Francia? Current tense, ¿por qué no te vas y así lo dejas con ella? And Anton says, I was never so much French until I came here. Superman? And ¿conoces no, nunca fui tan francés hasta que llegué aquí. Se notó cuán francés era. He goes, well, that's me. I'm Superman. Pues yo soy Superman. And then Anton says, and France was like Krypton. On Krypton, everybody was Superman. You make a nice sauce, everybody makes a nice sauce. You say hello to a woman with your French accent, everybody says hello. But here on Earth, this is the place where I know I had special powers. I tell the bankers about my little village in France, and they all say, how brave and amazing you are, Anton. I could read the phone book to a woman and they become hypnotized. O sea, podría leerle la guía telefónica y se queda hipnotizada con mi acento francés. Wet as morning daisies. Tan mojado, tan húmedas como Margaritas mañaneras. O sea, las flores mañaneras. Después de, no, que hay rocío, there's dew on them. So wet as morning daisies. We looked at the word morning before, right? What's another word that sounds exactly like that? Luto, right? We looked at it at the beginning of the show. All right, well, folks, the movie is Addicted to Love. And now we're going to see who I'm sharing a birthday with on Famous Birthday Trivia.
Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Famous birthdays for him. Famous birthdays for her. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's Famous Birthdays here on the show with no name. This first person was born today in 1961, and she was in Top Gun. Ooh, that's where I fell in love with her. That's it. Oh, pues ya acabo de decirte quién era. I just told you I had a crush on her. She was in Top Gun. She was in When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, When a Man Loves a Woman, The Doors. Claro, me enamoré de ella en The Doors también, where she played Pamela, Jim Morrison's girlfriend. Addicted to Love, the movie we just looked at. You've Got Mail, another rom-com. City of Angels, Proof of Life, where her and Russell Crowe had a thing, una cosa, a thingamajig. And I think you know who that is. I already mentioned her name. Number 2, this American singer, songwriter, and record producer was the bass singer, boom, 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 grave, for the Motown group The Miracles. You know The Miracles, Smokey Robinson and The Miracles. Well, it's not Smokey Robinson, though. Okay, this is the bass singer in The Miracles. And The Miracles sing Tears of a Clown, Do It Baby, Love Machine, and so many other classics. I mean, they are one of the first successful recording acts before the Beatles, before everybody. And that was over in Motown, probably one of the most influential groups in the history of pop, soul, R&B, and rock and roll. So they managed to mix all of these things in The Miracles. And for a time, it was known as Smokey Robinson and The Miracles. You probably know about 20 or 30 of their songs, and you don't even realize it. Those are those kind of songs. They're timeless, atemporal. And last but not least, this actor was born today in 1983. He made his film debut in J. Edgar, about J. Edgar Hoover from the FBI. He was also in Lincoln. He was in Inside Llewellyn Davis. He played Kylo Ren in Star Wars. No? Si no lo sabes, ya no lo sabes. And I gave you a clue. I said, this show will drive you crazy, but you've got a lot of drive. Well, his last name is Conductor. All right, let's take a look. Today's famous birthdays. Number 1, Meg Ryan. Number 2, Warren Pete Moore. Yeah, they always had nicknames back then. From Motown, from The Miracles, Warren Pete Moore, born today in 1939. And we've got Adam Driver. That's right, Adam Driver. What a great actor he is. And I'm lucky to share a birthday with this dude. I think he's a great actor. I don't know what he's like as a person, naturally, but great, talented actor. And that's who we were looking at in today's Say What soundbite. It was Adam Driver, and he was hosting SNL, Saturday Night Live. And he said, I have to say, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to 2019. Estoy un poco triste a despedir el 2019 because I've acted so much and so hard. Ahí es broma, irónico, como he actuado tan duro, like saying it's not a hard job, right? He's making fun of actors. I've acted so much and so hard. All of these movies all year, seriously. I was yelling, I was crying, I punched, I sang, all 4 emotions. Las 4 emociones, o sea, otra vez, con sentido de humor ahí. And people assume I'm just like the characters I play. La gente asume que soy como los personajes que interpreto. Here he is, birthday boy Adam Driver, driving Hollywood nuts.
I have to say, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to 2019 because I've acted so much and so hard. And all of these movies all year, seriously, I was yelling, I was crying, I punched, I sang, all four emotions. And people assume I'm just like the characters I played.
All right, well, folks, that's it for our birthday show. Thank you to each and every one of you for making it a special day, for making every day special. Let's come back tomorrow and have another special day together. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, amigos. Stay tuned. You've got Jimena Holiday up next with Test Your English. Ciao for now.